Cheers!
Welcome to Movie Bitches!
Episode 69! So tonight we're reviewing the latest James Bond movie, Spectre. It's James Bond.
Daniel Craig's.
Yep.
Maybe.
Possibly
final James Bond movie.
Directed again by Sam Mendes, who also directed Skyfall. Which was one of the better
looking Bonds. A little long.
A little long.
And a little slow paced.
A little bit.
At times.
Yeah.
I still think they're really solid and like quality Bond movies.
Yeah.
I just wish they were maybe 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah, I feel you. Going into this, I was like a little nervous, a little intrigued, because I'd heard stuff about it.
Right.
You know, everyone's like, oh, well, it's like a lot more like Roger Moore-y than like the other Daniel Craig movies. And I was kind of like, well, that's fine with me. I like the campier, like, I like kind of that fun, silly, like, yeah.
Look out! Yeah.
You know, like, oh, here's my car. I mean, like, that's Bond, you know?
Yeah.
And I felt like Skyfall, or not Skyfall, I feel like the Daniel Craig ones lost a lot of that and got a little too serious. And it's like, I don't know if I need to know about his past as, like, an orphan. And, like, I mean...
Well, that was the other thing. So they keep... I don't know why, but they keep trying to, like, give James Bond a happily ever after with, like, the love of his life. And I'm like, no. That's not why I'm watching this James Bond movie. The girl is fine?
I mean, she is fine.
I didn't really get her character.
Well, no. And she kind of has, like, bipolar disorder in this movie.
Yeah, so she can't decide if she's... Basically, she can't decide if she's, like, Marion Ravenwood from Raiders or if she's Willie from Temple of Doom. Like, she's like, I'm rough and tough, but then she'll be like, I hate you! Oh, quit, get away from me! And you're like, can you maybe, like... I didn't get what her jam was. And she's supposed to be, like, a therapist, right?
Yeah.
Or some sort of psychologist. And she seems like she needs the help a little bit.
So in it, she asks Bond, she's like, you know, getting all, like, psychoanalyst-y, and she's like, well, like, what if you just stopped? And he goes, just stopped? Well, I don't know. Right? And then, later at the end, they're like, oh, walking away all happy together, holding hands.
He literally walks off basically into the sunset holding hands with a girl.
But so then I was just ready for it to be like, I mean, I knew that it wasn't going to happen, but I thought it'd be hilarious if they're just like, she's baking a pie and like, they have like, you know, she's decorated the apartment and Moneypenny comes over and they're like, oh, welcome to our housewarming. You know?
That would have sucked.
It would have been terrible. But that was like the tone. This movie had like some ebbing and flowing of tonal issues.
Well, it was trying to kind of shake it up and be a little more fun,
which
I appreciated.
But then like the romantic part of it was too much. Like I don't want it to be like a rom-com where he kills people on the side.
No, it didn't quite reach exactly what it was going for, but it was really close.
I mean, it's easily for me the best Bond movie since Casino Royale. It felt very like, this is wrapped up, here's the bow.
Here's the bow, like let's say goodbye to Daniel Craig and like introduce Michael Fassbender.
Yes, please.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I want.
It's all that I want in the world.
How do we make that happen?
Just like start a Twitter campaign.
Right?
Get on it. Michael Fassbender is the next Bond.
Michael Fassbender's Bond, full frontal scene. It'd be like a Bond, like, you know...
Well, it would actually be a sex scene in the Bond movie instead of just like, I'm gonna kind of kiss your face.
Oh my god, can we talk about that?
Whenever he's making out with somebody, there's a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
There's a lot of face touching. Just like... and like I'm gonna make out with you, but then pull away, and then pull away again.
Well, it's like he doesn't actually like kiss anyone. It's kind of just like he like breathes on their lips.
It was trying to be like intense and like ooh.
And you're like, what are you doing?
It's so sexy they can't even make out. Like I guess that's what they were going for.
I guess.
I was pretty excited that Monica Bellucci was in this movie. There was a whole big deal. She's the oldest Bond girl ever. I mean, calling her a Bond girl is a little offensive. But anyway, I was excited because I thought, oh, she's going to be cool. Yeah. She shows up for like 5 minutes to, her purpose is to get fucked. Yep. Basically. Yep. And then we never see her again. Yep. If she had been Bond's love interest, on board.
I was on board.
Like, just swap those two characters. The young, blonde ingenue he fucks her in the first half hour. Cool.
Done.
And then Monica Bellucci's like, hey, you want a real woman?
Yeah.
I got what you need.
Yeah.
That's not what happened.
No. And I was disappointed by that.
Yeah. It was weird too. Okay, so she's at a funeral, her husband's funeral.
Yeah.
She's wearing the full-on dress.
Yeah.
And then James Bond unzips her dress, no bra. Absolutely no bra. No. Not even like a cami.
No.
Camisole. Nothing, right?
Then post-coitus.
Post-coital. Post-coital, she is in a full corset, teddy, snaps, everything. Like he undressed her, fucked her, and then what he's into is like redressing her in lingerie. I was so confused.
I mean, that's a pretty common fetish.
Yeah, okay, so that's fine. That's just look, that's just what he's into. It was weird.
Double drink break.
Okay, so we should talk about the opening credits. So Sam Smith sings the song,
which was fine.
That was really alliterative. I feel like I had a little lispy thing going on there. Sam Smith sings the song. Say that 5 times fast. And it was fine.
It was fine.
It was no Casino Royale Soundgarden terribleness. It was not terrible.
No.
Also, okay, so we haven't talked about the big bad villain.
Yep. Oh.
Christoph Waltz.
Yes.
Who...
Although...
I had this feeling... So, I saw Inglourious Basterds like everyone else.
Yep.
Thought he was fucking brilliant.
Yep.
He is.
Yeah.
When Quentin Tarantino's writing for him. I feel like everything I've seen him in that's not Tarantino, like Green Hornet.
Yeah.
And this, you know, I don't know if it's like they just have a perfect marriage of like actor and director and writer.
Well,
because he's just not as, there's something missing when it's not Tarantino.
I agree.
And so I read too, which I'm really sad about. Apparently, Gary Oldman was supposed to play his character, which would have been fucking amazing.
You think?
You know who Gary Oldman
do.
is, right? Yes, he's such a good villain. Oh my god, he would have been so
Wasn't
great.
he the villain in Spider-Man?
No, that's Willem Dafoe.
Oh.
No. Do you know who Gary Oldman is?
Maybe.
He's Commissioner Gordon in the Christopher Nolan with the mustache.
Oh.
He's in Murder in the First. He's in True Romance as like he's in Fifth Element as the bad guy. He's in The Professional as the bad guy.
No.
Look, Gary Oldman would have been epically great, okay? That's all I can say about this. So Christoph Waltz, spoilers, plays Ernst Stavro Blofeld, who is a villain. Do you know about this?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's like a big deal. Okay. He's the villain in the most Bond movies. He's in On Her Majesty's Secret Service. Mm-hmm. He's in a couple of Sean Connery ones. He's in some Roger Moore ones. His character shows up, played by different people. I couldn't even understand what he said. It's a real hard name to pronounce. Ernst Stavro Blofeld. Yeah. And so, like, Donald Pleasance has played him. Telly Savalas has played, like, it's a thing, right? He's, like, famous. It's like Jaws or one of the other villains that, like, shows up throughout. I wish that they would simplify. There was a lot that happened in this movie. A lot. Like, happened. A lot. And I'm just like, I don't need all that. No. My thing is, too, like, why does every villain have to be obsessed with James Bond? Can't he just be an asshole? Well, like, I guess that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like the past two it's have been like personal vendettas. I'm obsessed with you. And it's like, really? James Bond happened to be pseudo-adopted by Christoph Waltz's dad, and he was jealous, and he's been holding a grudge, and he started Spectre specifically because he knew that James Bond was going to become a super spy, and then he would, like, kill all of his loved ones off in a really weird... It was like, no. Yeah. But no. But no. Spoilers, but no. It was, like, too much. I was like, come on now. Be a nefarious asshole. Like, that's fine. It's fine. I mean, see, and that's what I'm saying. Like the Pierce Brosnan ones kind of got that right. No, they're so dumb. The guy just wanted the diamond so he could stay young forever, April. But they're so over the top. They're always like, and then I'll blow up the world. Like, the plot of Goldfinger is just like a heist. Like, that's all it is. Like, come on, let's do that. Just like another day with James Bond. Yeah. That's what I miss. Like, yes. another assignment with James Bond.
Exactly.
And he meets some sexy ladies, and he kills some people, and he beats some people up, and, like, that's it. I don't need it to be so serialized, where it's like, oh, you had to watch all these other ones, and this connects to this, and whatever, and don't you remember this grudge? It just, it has that thing now where action movies, like, end, and then it's like, oh, but didn't you know there was a fourth act that we didn't tell you about? But there's another villain you have to, and you're like, no, I'm exhausted. No, stop it. I was like, fine. Like, when that huge fucking building blew up.
I was like, cool.
In the desert, I was like, yay!
And then it goes, it's not over. And I'm like, oh. There was literally like another like 15-minute long scene, and I was like, oh god.
15? There was like another 38 minutes. I quite like Daniel Craig. I think he's a good Bond. I think
he's done.
I think if they found, you know, someone, I don't know, say named Michael Fassbender, and he agreed to do it, I'm on board.
And if he felt like he had to be naked in a scene, then, you know, no one would blame him. lots of pistol jokes. So that's Mission Impossible. God.
Wait, now I can't think of the real one.
It was...
There we go. Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready for a new Bond. I think Daniel Craig did a great job of taking us through the 2000s, you know, and like now I like him, but it seems like he's over it.
Oh yeah.
And I'm ready, you know. Idris Elba, he seems awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be a little dark. It'll be like Luther. I'll be like, ooh, he's dark. He's fucked up. Oh, that came off wrong. That's not what I meant.
No, I mean, I thought it was really fun.
I liked it a lot.
It was entertaining. It was a little long, sure, whatever.
If you like Bond movies, you'll like it.
You'll like it. I want fancy gadgets, fast cars, like, you know, gambling and sexy women, and, like, you know, a martini. I want a hot, badass guy who's like, dude, I'm suave, boom, boom, I saved the world. You know, like, that's...
Dude, I'm suave. I like that.